Nebraska is making waves with one of the best prospects in America and was recently announced that he will be taking a visit to Lincoln for the UCLA game. So in today's video, I'm going to go over who this guy is, what he brings to the table, what's his interest in the Huskers, and will he commit to Nebraska? So really quick, I have a huge video for today going over one of the best prospects in America. If you're fired up, hit that like button. And hey, if you're new to the channel or still a returning viewer, make sure to subscribe. I post daily Nebraska football content, but more importantly, I post breaking news, recruiting content just like this. So if you're a diehard fan of the Huskers, make sure to subscribe. You will be thanking yourself that you did. But without further ado, let's get into it. Talking about this prospect, he goes by the name of Ethan Feaster, the number 4 player in the class of 2027, the number 1 receiver, according to every single recruiting site. This guy is unbelievable. Listed at 6'1", 180 out of Texas. He has 45 offers. Georgia, Michigan, Oklahoma, Oregon, every school you can imagine has offered this guy. And looking at his film, he is generational. He started getting offers when he was in 7th grade. He's one of the best route runners I've ever seen. He makes that a focal point of his game. Really good hands, really good catch radius, really good speed. He checks every single box. Get this. In his freshman campaign at DeSoto, which is one of the best high school football programs in America, he had 32 receptions for 700 yards and 9 touchdowns. And he's playing against the best high school talent in the country. That is ridiculous. And for that reason, he is considered one of the best wide receiver prospects we've ever seen at this young of an age. I expect him to reclassify from 2027 to 2026 pretty soon. He is a really, really good prospect in Nebraska. Is in the thick of it for his talents. He announced earlier this week that he will be visiting for the UCLA game, and this is a huge development for the Huskers. He already has a couple connections to this team. He knows the Buford brothers very well, Marquez Buford and Mario Buford. Of course, both of those guys are from the Texas area. Mario went to high school with him, so he's familiar with a couple players on the team. He's also familiar with Dylan Raiola, as you'd imagine. So that's the number one reason why he's visiting. But number 2, again, he is in general interested in the Huskers because of this coaching staff and where this program is going. Matt Rhule offered him very early on in his recruiting process before he even started his freshman year of high school. He recently put Nebraska in his top 18, which is just kind of the first preliminary rounds of schools that he's going after. But he really, really likes Nebraska, and there's a real shot the Huskers land him. You just got to impress him on this visit. So Ethan Feaster, absolute legit talent, one of the best wide receiver prospects I've ever seen from a film standpoint at such a young age. He's only 15 years old, going on 16. And he is very, very good. So when he comes on campus for that UCLA game, you got to win. That's number 1. You got to, implant that good memory in his mind that, hey, when I went to Lincoln, they won that football game against a UCLA squad that has a lot of talent. So that's number 1. You got to win when that game comes down. Number 2, you got to start already talking NIL because a guy like him, he's already being offered lots and lots of money to go to schools like Texas, Texas A&M, Baylor, Oklahoma. So, I already got to talk about NIL when it comes to him. The number 3, again, you just got to build those connections. It's still early on the process. He's 2027. I'd imagine he'll end up being 2026 and he'll go to college early, but it's still a long ways off from when he's going to commit. For that reason, you just got to bolster these connections, right? And try to make him feel welcome at Nebraska and that we're going to use him the right way. So, Ethan Feaster visiting for the UCLA game. Very big development for the Big Red. This guy is unbelievable. Hopefully Nebraska can continue in on this recruiting process, narrow things down, get in his top 8, get in his top 6, and make a run to land him. All right, guys, let me know down below. What are your thoughts around Ethan Feaster visiting for the UCLA game? Let me know in the comment section. And hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and I'll see you in the next one.